It's me again. I just did a video. I now say a lot. When I work 10 hours a day, it's hard to do videos at night and edit them and everything. So I'm going to try to do 2 videos a day and edit both of them in one day, hopefully. And keep one to post later in the week, like 2 or 3 days later, because it's really hard when I work that much and I only have 3. Well, I do have 3 great days off, but I don't get out much to do these videos because I try to get out of the house and do them, and it's too cold to do it on the back deck. So this video is going to be a very small story time. I want to say this one is kind of targeted at women, and I feel there's a time and place where you should say these things. And one of these comments kind of bothered me. And where I work at, it's a really small building. It's part of a corporate business. There's more men than women there. And I see that I'm not the only one that it bothers, but nobody says anything. And I'm not going to lose my job, so I'm not going to say anything. And I feel maybe that's why. There's men on the row next to us. We're in pods and we can't see them, but we can hear them. Men, if you're listening to this, know that if you say these things around women, it offends some of us. Probably not all of us. If you're around other men and men only, feel free to say these things whenever you want, as long as everybody's comfortable with it. Don't say it in a business setting where you work. Don't even say it in Walmart around other people. I know that some people don't care what you say, or vice versa. You know, you don't care what you say. But for those that care, know that it's wrong. Now, since my awakening, I've kind of changed I didn't do it intentionally on my own. It has just progressively, slowly happened. I have changed quite a bit since my awakening, in a good way. I feel like, oddly enough, I have matured times 100. And although before my awakening, I thought I was mature to a point. I mean, I just thought, hey, you know, finally I'm mature after all these years. I have become where certain things do bother me. So I will start by saying that, you know, I'm working and it's not real loud in the building. Like I said, it's small, especially when the row's right beside you on the other side of it's a pod. So I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like a plastic partition that's between you and the next desk on the other row. So I'm working and I hear this guy say, hey, to another guy. He said, hey, they were talking about something odd, and I caught the end of it, and I don't know, but he said, have you heard the site Rotten.com? Now, Rotten.com is a place where, I haven't been on it in years, where there's like car accidents and dead bodies everywhere, and it's the accurate photos of that car accident, decapitation, people being murdered, and they show the bodies, and it's a really gory place, and there's really disgusting things on there. But this guy said, is that where you find the blue waffle? Now, I have heard men state to me that is a term some men use for a female's specific area. And then some men are like, I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm sure you could twist it to whatever you want, but me knowing what it was told to me, it offended me. I don't like that term. I know that mine doesn't look like that, but it's gross, and it offended me. Of course, I didn't say anything. And another one, I think it was the same guy, and I think he's right next to me. He all of a sudden said, oh, it's a bit nipply in here. Well, I only hear that term when a man is commenting on a woman that it's cold, because you know what happens when a woman's cold. But I feel in a business setting is inappropriate, and I feel that if you say around other women that you don't even know, or they don't know you, it's uncomfortable. Of course, I didn't like that either. And they say things like that all day. And right now, I've been trying to remember what all they talk about in these conversations, and I can't remember everything right now. But no, that's wrong. It makes me uncomfortable, and I know if it makes me uncomfortable, somebody else has to be uncomfortable. There's somebody else. I can't be the only one. I do know that there's a girl I work with. She made a face like, are you serious? You know, and I just kind of shook my head, and that's all that was said or done. But have some respect for people, especially at work, in a public place. When you're at home, do what you want. Nobody else is going to hear you to be offended. If your wife doesn't care, then do it, you know? This is story time. And as you know, I'm not really smiling a lot in my video today. In my last video, I'd said I've been going through a hard time last 2 days, and I apologize. I want to be all upbeat for you guys and happy and, you know, be the best in everything. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I want you guys to know me through the thick and thin. And I'm not fake. I'm not a fake person. I will not sit here and pretend to be something I'm not. So this one is going to be a short video. Pretty short. And I guess I'm going to end it here. I'm going to try to do more story times. I'm trying to be more creative. I'm still new at this. I know I've done it for, gosh, I don't know how long now. But I don't do it all the time. So I consider myself still fairly new. I hope to get, I'm going to rent to own it because I can't afford the buttload of cash you have to put on it. I'm going to get an Apple computer, probably a desktop, so I can edit my videos better. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys know that. I truly do love you unconditionally. And when I say I'm sending you love, light, and peace, I actually am. And I want you to know that I care. So I love you all, and I'm sending you love, light, and peace. Bye.